Hello everyone, my name is Gary Porter. I'm going to be reviewing the Johnstown Flood, written by David McCallum. The author begins the book by describing an idyllic town bustling with industry, growing from 10,000 to over 30,000 residents, as well as being an industrial powerhouse, known for steel production. It starts out painting a picture of a calm and peaceful place to live and raise a family. However, life was about to change as they knew it. Nearby was the South Forks Fishing and Hunting Club, built as a recreation area for the wealthy. A earthen dam holding back Lake Conemaugh, just 15 miles upriver from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. It was not properly maintained by the wealthy members, contributing to this disaster. On May 31st, 1889, the earthen dam holding back Lake Conemaugh gave way after heavy rains. The South Fork Dam was a mound of overgrown rubble 15 miles upriver, and when it broke, 20 million tons of water rushed down the valley. As the waters turbulently traveled into the valley, they picked up natural and man-made debris. The wall of debris and water stood 70 to 75 feet high when it struck and demolished a massive stone viaduct. The town of Mineral Point was now nothing but bare rock. The town of Woodville is then completely obliterated. People were cleaning atop roofs as they and the debris plowed into a stone bridge. The bridge withstood the impact, but the debris continued to pile up and became soaked with oil, eventually catching fire, burning around 80 to death. By 4:07 p.m., the floodwaters reached Johnstown, which by 4:20 p.m. was under 30 feet of churning water. As a result of this tragedy, thousands lost their lives, and there was deep-seated resentment against the South Forks Fishing and Hunting Club. Lawsuits were filed and no settlements were ever made. The lawyers argued it was an act of God. As a result of the floodwaters, there were major impacts. 2,209 people died. There were 99 entire families that were deceased, including 396 children. 124 women and 198 men were left widowed. And more than 750 victims were never identified and now rest in the plot of the unknown in Grandview Cemetery, shown below in the picture. Bodies were found as far away as Cincinnati and as late as 1911. Nearly 1,600 homes were destroyed, causing more than $17 million in property damage. 4 square miles of downtown Johnstown were completely destroyed, and the pile of debris at the stone bridge covered nearly 30 acres. The dam contained 20 million tons of water before it gave way. About the same amount of water goes over the Niagara Falls in 36 minutes. Flood lines were found to be as high as 89 feet above river level. The relief efforts were among the first major actions of Clara Barton and the newly organized American Red Cross. Additionally, as a result of this tragedy, many of the victims and their families tried but were unsuccessful in recovering damages in court because of the club's wealthy owners and ample resources. They had also designated the club's financial structure to keep their personal assets separated from it, and it was difficult for any lawsuit to prove any particular owner had acted negligently. The press coverage was not favorable to the club or its members, and as a result of the criticism, in the 1890s, state courts around the country adopted Rylands versus Fletcher, a British common law precedent which held that a non-negligent defendant could be held liable for damage caused by the unnatural use of land, foreshadowed the legal system's 20th century acceptance of strict liability. The Johnstown Flood, written by historian David McCallum, utilizes the personal impact on the people who lived in the towns impacted by these floodwaters. He allowed the reader to get to know the individuals, not allowing for a detachment from the high number of casualties. McCollum utilizes this historical account to personalize the true impact a disaster like this has on families in the community. McCollum also did a great job providing a timeline of the events as they unfolded and was engaging. The only weakness in terms of the book is the lack of discussion on the changes occurring as a result of the disaster. I hope you enjoyed my summary of the Johnstown Flood, and I was able to convey the sheer magnitude of the strategy as a result of the disaster.